Hey folks, so this is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do, partly because I usually don't actually stream Granblue Fantasy, but I figured I wanted to talk about like dailies and like good rotations to get into, as far as things you should do every day if you want to maximize your gains. However you want to put it. These are my dailies. I do them every day. You should probably do them every day if you want to like maximize what you can get. This is gonna be super chill. Pretty much just gonna run through them in real time and just talk a little bit about them, but mostly we're just gonna relax together. So let me know if you like this format. I might do some more of it later. So dailies. The big thing about dailies is what I mean by that are there a bunch of quests you can only run once a day or a certain number of times a day, and because of that they're usually pretty valuable to run. Like they've got better rewards, or they're like the only places you can get certain things, so running them every day is super important for getting all the stuff you want to get. What I usually do is I put them in my favorites tab. I don't know if anyone else actually uses favorites, but whenever you like click the little exclamation point, nope, not previously, god damn it, we're doing it live. Whenever you click the little icon, you can favorite quests. If you favorite quests, and you have 50 of them, it goes in this little favorites tab, and it lets you just find everything you need pretty easily. So I use this to keep track of stuff like these quests, for example. You need these, what the hell are these things called? You need these little these parchment things for fully uncapping Revenant weapons, among other things. And they're kind of a pain in the ass to get, and you need a fucking lot of them. So I find the best way to get them is just to... do this Antiquarian Troubles quest. Notice it costs 80 AP. It does cost a lot more. Most of the dailies will cost more, just something to keep in mind. If that bothers you, you can always do it during Magfest or Legfest or something. Magfest, what am I saying? Okay, so you can only run this one twice a day. I only ran it once today, but this is one of those ones I always try to run, because these fucking papers are really annoying to get otherwise. If you wanted, you could... do something like run Bandit Tycoon and like Oliver and all that stuff. I'm not in this case just because honestly I don't care enough to do it. I just like getting through these faster. If you do run this one though as a Bandit Tycoon, I believe what you're supposed to do is, if you have Treasure Hunter, only use it if the rare mob shows up, because everyone else is guaranteed to drop a paper. Use it on the rare mob or on the last guy. Also, random thing, Andira got her 5-star on cap. Now she's super good. I've never been a big Wind player, but I might actually start playing Wind a little bit more. Just because I want to be strong in all ways, but Wind is always the one I've been lacking in. Mostly because their primal is kind of... It's not bad, it's just it's hard to get their primal grid going. So it's like the only Magna grid I run. But yeah, nothing particularly hard about this quest, unless you're super low level. And even if you are super low level, you should still be able to clear it, no problem. Alright, what do we got here? But yeah, this new 5-star form for Andira makes her like probably one of the best non-eternal Wind characters. Like, I'm curious to see in the long run if she ends up shaking up the meta team for Wind enough to actually kick out one of the heroes. We'll see. I kind of suspect. I don't want to theorize because I could be completely wrong, but she is definitely like strong enough to kick one of them out. The question is, does the team actually become two Eternals and The problem with that is then you have Siete, who's sword, and Mia, who's harp, and Gira, who's staff / melee. So you like your ultimate weapon choices are really bad there. So anyways, we cleared this thing. 6 of these papers. You need about 100 of them, I think, for a revenant weapon. So that is a big deal, because now that's like 6 of these fucking things I don't need to get. And you do both the quests in a day, you know, you get 10 to 15, and you do that like a few times, and that's good enough for a revenant weapon. That's why these are really important to do every day. I know they cost a lot of AP, but they're worth it. Also, I'm an idiot, so I should turn on my drop rate thing. And yes, I'm only at silver. I kind of slacked during Christmas, and I regret it infinitely to this day. Let me pop on my headphones, actually. Yeah, super regret slacking, but I am set up for Platinum next month, so yeah, we'll be fine. I can't believe the next United fight is in like, oh my god, it's in like 2 weeks. Like I don't understand why they have like a 2-month gap between some of them, and then like less than a month gap between some of the other ones. So other quests that you should run every day, or at least that I run every day. And I do run pretty much all the ones that get you extra materials. So these little vials, I have no fucking clue what they're called. The purple vial. You also need them for revenant weapons. Yeah, you'll notice a theme here. Like most of the things I grab every day are, most of the things that there are quests to get quickly every day are stuff for revenant weapons. Because revenant weapons take a lot of fucking mats. Okay, so I decided to turn off music for like the first time ever, and it's very weird to me to not have music and have sound effects. I might unmute music after this. But yeah, none of these are meant to be hard or anything. Just clearing stuff out. It's so quiet. I can't handle it. Oh my god. I'm just not gonna listen. It's too weird. Yeah, turn music back on. Turn music off because it's like, I find the music a little bit overbearing sometimes. Especially, also I play on my phone a lot, so I usually just have music off because it's a phone, and like I'm not gonna like blast my JRPG tunes like while I'm walking down the street or in the middle of Starbucks or something. Alright, so we killed that guy. Here's our bottles. What are these things called? Hollow souls. Also, pro tip, if you favorite these things, it puts a little thing on the bottom here. I hope you can see that. Let me see if I pull it up a little. Yeah, nudge my stream window up a little. Yeah, it puts it in the bottom bar, so you can keep track. If you're farming like a certain number of a thing, you can keep track of it there. Get unfavorite though, because I've got plenty of those things. And I have plenty of those things because I do this fucking daily every day. I'm just gonna run it one more time real fast. Yeah, I'm trying to do like everything in real time just so you get kind of an idea of how much time you want to set aside to getting everything done. These ones though I usually only do every day, like no matter what, just because like for the amount of time it takes, the gain is huge. Also, it's a good way to level up characters, so I usually like throw a character I'm leveling up in the back row, sometimes the front row. I guess this is going to be one of those vlog type things, since there's not, since I want to put this up as a video. I might have to cut it up as a video for it to actually flow well, but yeah, how's my day going? I got my hair done. It's pink, if you didn't notice. I don't know why I explained that. That seems pretty obvious. I really like it. Now I'm full anime again. I haven't had pink hair in like a year. No. Like 2 or 3 years. So going back to pink, it's very cathartic. It's my season 2 cathartic hairstyle change. I have special ops requests highlighted because you need these stupid flames for the Revenant weapons, but they are not actually limited as a daily. So some of these I have on here aren't actually limited dailies. This one is, though. Strength and Chivalry for these stupid stones. And, you know, if you really wanted to maximize your gains, you would, like, take a Kaguya or something. I just don't, because, like, honestly, I have enough of the things that it's not, like, hugely urgent that I'm super efficient with the way I get them. But, yeah, for the sake of argument, I'll bring Kaguya. Kaguya, like, definitely worth it, but definitely will make killing shit slower. Something we'll just have to deal with. It's a very noisy coffee I have. A rare mob. Get clincher. Just got the Hollow Sky bow from Akasha, and it's kind of nice. I kind of want to build a gun, a light gun, a light Ultima gun to be more specific, because I'm digging the Hollow Sky bows damage cap increase on Ugi. Akasha, kind of a huge pain in the ass, by the way. Like, oh my god. Just, I tried running. I've got all 60 like key fragments you need for Akasha to fully like uncap the bow, and I don't honestly know why anyone would run any of the other Akasha weapons because they all seem bad except for the bow. But I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but running it during the United Fight Week was a terrible idea. Like, everyone who's strong is like busy like fighting in United Fight. So like I definitely hosted Akashas where like everyone was just either terrible or a leecher, and it feels bad because Akasha takes a lot of mats to host. But it's fine. Got all the stuff I need. Still need to farm Tiamat Malice for fucking ever, because I need the weapons for the Wind Dagger from her. Because the Wind Dagger from her is really good, but she's one of those. I'll do it in a little bit because she's one of the dailies I really have. She's probably beyond the level range of most of my audience, but I'll get to her by then. Okay, so I think we knocked out all our daily like material quests. What are these things called? Vermilion stones. How many of these do I even have? 170. Alright, so what else do I do every day? I think those are all the big ones. This one's a daily. It hasn't ever been relevant for me besides when I was making gunslinger bullets. By the way, if they make an EX2 gunslinger soon, which I imagine is either the next one is either that or assassin, and you have to make bullets, get ready for some pain. Get ready for some pain, because like the mats for the bullets are nuts. And this is one of the key ones to do, because this will get you a lot of these little iron nuggets you need. All right, this one, the stupid. I don't know what the name of any things are. These are like blood ambers or some shit. It's like blood ambers and the 2-leaf clover. I'm making this up. I don't remember what the name of these things are. But you get them from here. So yeah. Also, I'm running this weird team because I was leveling up Kokoro. My win team is pretty weird. I'm still trying to find a win team I like. I'm really curious because the new Sen just came out, the new Win Sen, and between Sen and what am I doing? Between Sen and Andira and Gahach being melee in Wind and all pretty strong characters. Well, assuming Sen is a strong character. I'm curious if like a win like Ultimate this team could be a thing. It'd probably actually be like Neo and then Andira and then Skahak. Or possibly 7 Skahak if he's good. That's another thing about it. I don't know if her name's actually Skahak. I'm trying to remember the Wind Dragon girl. I keep calling her Skahak because I'm pretty sure she has the same name as the Fate Grand Order character Skahak. But now that I think about it, I might have to completely make that up. So hopefully it's the same name. It's a stupid gopher. By the way, these guys are a little bit tougher. Like some of the quests are a little bit higher level. You shouldn't have trouble with them. Like, I mean, they might take, if you're really low level, it might take you a little bit longer to kill them, but it shouldn't be a huge deal. Just keep in mind that some of them are like these could actually be a little bit dangerous if you're not paying attention. If you're higher level, just auto them, whatever. This coffee is so noisy. I apologize. It's being very rude. I guess I'm not supposed to suck on it, but how do you get the coffee out? It feels so inefficient just let it drip in your mouth. Yeah, don't take that the wrong way. Okay, coffee's done. Okay, so I'm not gonna run this again right now. I'll do it later. Just take my word for it. Because this one takes a little bit longer. Foreboding Clover. That's what it's called. 2-leaf clover. Pretty close. I got the clover part right. Blood Amber is the other one. How many of these fucking clovers do I have? See, I have 78. So this is a good one for me to run. Because I need these for Eternals. Alright, now we'll get into the meaty stuff. The stuff that's super important for everybody to run. And actually, this shows up in my feature tab, so I don't have it favorited. But the stupid hard mode... Oh, God, I hate these because they take... I hate these because, like, they're so easy, but you have to do them. I really used to hate them before they added, like, the hard plus mode. But they added this hard plus mode, which lets you do all 3 of them in one fight. So you notice over here, it's like times playable 3 or times playable 1. If you do this one, the hard plus, it gives you the same rewards as 3 of these, but you can only do, you can't do both. It's strictly like to make things faster. And for these, since it's combined 3 into 1, I do bring like my Bandit Tycoon, the Oliver, Bounty Hunter. Can't remember if I put Esther in the back row or not. And I bring SRs or Rs to get my daily cap. It's a good way to get your daily cap on those. Or your weekly cap for SR clears and R clears. But yeah, I just bring the Zoe, the Summer Zoe, the scumbag things, and this thing's basically dead. Summer Zoe, excellent farming character, surprise. And yeah, see, like you get like six red chests. It is literally 3 of the hard modes combined into 1. It's the thing I wish they would do is give you like Omega Plus, Magna Plus, whichever you prefer, and let you combine those 3 into 1 fight. Because like those are ones that those are another set that I have to do every day, and those you have to do one at a time, which is super annoying. Okay. So yeah, same deal. Just conjunction, get the bounty hunters up. This might be a good time to talk about how bounty hunter works, since a lot of people don't seem to understand that. A lot of even like veteran players don't seem to understand how like treasure finding all that shit works. It does not increase the quality of your chests. Like, if you are fighting something that has, like, a chest that can drop, I don't know, an Omega weapon or whatever, it's not making it more likely that weapon will drop from the chest. It is making it more likely that you're going to get the bonus chest. And that's relevant because the bonus chest sometimes, like in the case of the Omegas, will have an Omega weapon in it, if that makes any sense. It makes more sense if you go actually look at the drop table of the mobs. But yeah, that's the thing with Treasure Hunt. For some enemies, it doesn't actually super matter because like their bonus chest isn't the thing you're looking for, or there's some mobs that it does super matter because the bonus chest is the exact thing you're looking for. Give you an example, the level 2 Magna bosses, so like Shiva, Drimnir, all Europa, Alexio, etc. Their Magna 2 weapons only come from, I believe it's the host chest, the MVP chest, or the blue chest. They cannot drop, as far as I remember, from any of the bonus chests or any of the regular gold chests. So because of that, like stacking a shit ton of magic find there will get you other stuff, but will never get you those weapons. So, fun fact. So treasure hunt actually is a very important thing to have. A lot of people say it's placebo, but people just don't realize how it actually works. That said, there are fights where it's not actually valuable to have. You just need to actually look at the loot tables to figure that one out. I was at the stylist for 3 hours today, getting my hair done. My hair is naturally black, if you haven't guessed. I mean, it's pretty obvious since I'm obviously Asian, but like bleaching from black to blonde takes for fucking ever. And then getting it colored means you have to bleach it from black to blonde, and then color it from blonde to the color. So like it's one more step. Why is like I keep on getting calls from like the Center for Disease Control, the CDC or something from Chicago. I don't know why they keep calling me. I'm pretty sure it's a scam, but it's a very strange scam if it is. Now you might be thinking, I'm higher level, I don't need to do hard modes. Are you kidding me? This seems like a waste of time. Well, I got news for you. You should always do all this shit because you need the animas from the hard modes to host the Omegas. You need to host the Omegas to get the materials to host the impossible Omegas. And you need the materials from the possible Omegas to host the fucking Omega 2s. It's like it all chains together. So if you skip one of the steps, like if you just don't do hard modes, you're gonna run out of anima. It's fucking annoying. I mean, I guess you can go like this space route and just skip Omega altogether and just go primal. Yeah, that really depends on how you want to live your life. As you see, I get my rare pendant bonus here because I have rare characters. For this, if you're trying to do this thing, only rare only R's and SR's in the front row count. Okay, are we done? Okay, Celeste. Oh my god, Chicago, Illinois. Why do you keep calling me? I can't take this fucking call right now. Stop it. Why is the CDC calling me? Like, is there a zombie outbreak here or something? Fucking, what is going on? Watch, this Twitch stream will be on the news when the zombie outbreak happens about the dumb bitch who ignored the CDC calls and got eaten by zombies. Also, the event right now is The Many Lives of Cats. It's so fucking cute. The load screen's a little kitty, I love it. Okay, we're almost done with the hards. We are not almost done with our dailies. And really, what dailies you do depends on what your priorities are. I'm just gonna run down like the most common ones, I guess. Okay, this fucker's done. Also, how did you live? I am upset that you didn't die when I hit refresh. Usually the thing you do though is like you hit the last attack and then you just hit refresh and you're done. Saves you like a couple seconds here and there. Okay, those are done. So now the feature quest will pop up the Omega fights. So I mean you're probably familiar with these, the Magna fights, Omega, whatever you prefer. You can do 3 of these a day. Let me point out what I was talking about. See, it takes Omega Anima to host this. And if you don't do the hards, you're going to have a hard time getting... Oh my god, the CDC fucking... Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, it wasn't zombies. It turns out confusing because the CDC calls I've been getting have been from Chicago, but the delivery person that was bringing me dinner that I ordered is also calling from Chicago, and oh my god, fucking stop. Hang on a second, technical difficulties. Stupid kid. Okay, we're back. So, yeah, I just kept on, like, muting the call from Chicago because I'm like, this is that fucking CDC scam or some shit. And it turned out it was just the stupid delivery guy trying to find my apartment. So, apparently he was having a bad time trying to find my apartment because I kept on muting him. Though also, like... They're just supposed to find my apartment. Like, I'm not supposed to have to meet them in the street to get my dinner order. That's not part of the Grubhub deal. Anyway, site address. So yeah, Omegas. These are important. You need them for... Oh, shut up. You just need the mats from everything. They all feed into each other. If you are, like, playing Omega or Magna, you basically are just doing this forever. So this fight, super easy for me. Your mileage might vary. I know I've done a video on these, because honestly they're pretty straightforward. They're only gonna be difficult if like you're on the newer, like the lower level side of things. The trick with these, if you want to go faster, is just figuring out how much shit you have to click. And how much you can just not click. And I know that seems like such a small little like efficiency thing, but when you do these things every day, you start trying to save clicks. It starts annoying you after like do these stupid fights. Oh, the little cutie loading screen's so cute. Okay, so this is the thing you need from the Omega fights. All the bosses drop one of these things. They're all used. Sure, I'll show you my grid in a second. They all use these materials to summon the impossible version, and then you need to summon. When you do the impossible version, God, when you do the impossible version, you need the material from the impossible version to summon the Omega 2s. So you just have to do this like full chain of them all. Anyway, someone asked to see my fire grid. My fire grid's pretty unexciting, actually. It is. It is a Xeno axe, a Xeno katana, one lone Colossus cane, sort of Michael Benetti. Rackham's gun. Rackham's terrible gun. It's actually not that bad. It's just like not a priority. So I am using it though because like it's better than other options that aren't grand weapons. Which one are you? Fucking Zakwi? Zuck katanas? 2 Zuck katanas. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. And Ixaba and Erectonius from Athena. This gives you your Trium. Very helpful. Yeah, it's an Agni Grid. And then my... I'm still running Ultimate Sword, but like I need to actually pull it out because only Sturm and myself benefit from it. Anila and Shiva don't. Fire is one of those grids though that like even your grid's not like super strong. The characters are super strong, so like they can make up for it, which is kind of the case there. All right, but yes, I would run that normally 3 times and then go through the whole line of them. So let's just do that. Agni is Primal Fire you don't see as often because Magnifier is good enough that you have to be very powerful in the primal weapon. Like you have to have a few Grand Series weapons to make it worth it. But Primal Fire is definitely way stronger than Magnifier if you do have Grand Series weapons. Pretty much, actually, I'm just to say blanket, all the Primal grids are stronger than the Magna grids, and rightly so. Like, way stronger than them. But some of them will only function and be stronger if you actually have a ton of like Grand Series weapons or like moon weapons and whatnot. Yeah, ancient X-Ax grids are fine for Magna grids, but an Ixaba grid, like a grid which is full of Ixabas, is way stronger. Oh, fun fact, I'm using the very oft-maligned Necromancer. So the reason I'm using Necromancer is, like, Necromancer is a staff character, Europe is a staff character, Grang and Altair are staff characters, so I'm just using staff Ultima Grid here. But Cat's Meow is actually a pretty good buff, and Paws of Power, pretty good buff. And if you're using a Lunatic Broom, the class champion weapon for Necromancer, you can keep this shit up forever, pretty much. But I used the Summer Makula Maria Summon, which gave me some charge bar, some charge meter, and then Altair gave me some more charge, and then I converted it with Moon Shadow, and then I had 15 MP, which is cap, and now I'm pretty much set to go with Necromancer. Like I can just keep going forever. Like the Necromancer, the Cat's Meow buff will never fall off. So like the thing is, it's a weird thing for people to say, go Magna or go Primal. The comment from chat was they went Titan even though they were told to go Omega. And the reason it's weird is because it's not a matter of like picking one. It's a matter of what weapons you have for the grid. So like Primal is always going to be stronger, but for many elements it's only going to be stronger if you have a lot of weapons that work with it. Magna is like the everyman choice because everyone can get a Magna grid. For Primal grids you need to get real lucky or spend a lot of money just to be like just to be completely frank. For most elements. There are some elements that have a decent free-to-play Primal grid, but I struggle to think of any. They're not that weird. It's just brain's no worky right now. It's very late. Especially since Magna 2 came out, and they upped the summon aura for the Magna character, the Magna summons, to be 120% instead of 100. They have caught up, like Magna Grids have caught up to like Primal Grids for the most part, but Magna Grids will never catch up to like premium Primal Grids. It just obviously works. Though on the topic of Earth Grids, fun fact, one of the best weapons for an Earth Grid, Earth Primal Grid, premium Primal Grid actually, is sometime today. Yep, there's a little fin we need. You also get these things, these true water animas. You need these for a whole, like these true whatever element it is animas. You need these for a whole bunch of things. I have no idea if links are allowed. It's whatever the default settings are. One of the best weapons you get actually is the Stratonizer, Eustace's gun, especially now as a 4-star uncap, because it is big enmity weapon with small attack, which is rather similar to Agisla, actually. And Agisla is very powerful, as we all know. But this is my Earth Grid, if you're wondering. I do have, I have a bunch of AKs. It's just those goddamn Damascus crystals, I need more of them. So Earth hasn't been a priority for me. When the Earth United fight comes around again, I'll probably prioritize getting those AKs uncapped. Alright. And then here is the Earth one. We'll run Wind for this. And I guarantee you, it's going to feel tedious doing this every fucking day. But honestly, it's worth it. I'm doing this mostly for Revenant weapon untapped material. If you were still like making a Mega Grid, which I'm only making really a Mega Grid for Wind, then you definitely have to do this. There's just no way around it. But that's the work you put in to get a powerful grid. Yeah, I mean, whether or not you should run like Stratomizers, a little bit depends on whether or not you're running characters like Sarasa and Air, like any characters that work very well with enmity, which I usually do run, so that's why I like running Stratomizers and stuff. But Sarasa especially works really well with enmity for obvious reasons. She just set herself to 1. It's like a mini Summer Zoe on herself, which shows you how balanced Summer Zoe is. Also for these, I'm using the team that matches the element. That's not because of any reason other than I'm trying to level up characters from other teams. I used to just do all these with a dark team, but now my dark EMP is super maxed out, so I don't do that anymore. Okay, so Luminara. This is the one that's going to be tricky for some people. Good old Chev, good old Primal Vera here. The thing that's tricky is her stupid Aegis merge. I'll show you how to deal with it. If you aren't familiar how to deal with it, I imagine a lot of people have figured this out by now because like it's been like this forever. Let's see if I can actually get it to happen, because sometimes I blow right past the Aegis merge and get her 50%. If you hit her hard enough to get her to 50% in one turn, then you don't have to worry about Aegis merge at all. That can be unreliable. It's in fact a little bit unreliable for me sometimes. So hopefully I don't blow all the way through, but I do. I'll show you another one. There's a thing I don't want to happen, which is for me to get her to like 51% when Aegis Merge goes up, because then awkward shit happens. So Aegis Merge just went up. She's got 90% defense to everything, and the way you beat that is you just dispel her. It gets rid of one of the buffs. It got rid of like her veil or some shit, which, you know, not actually that big a deal. But the second you take a debuff off her, it will, a buff off her, it will bring Aegis Merge on the following turn. So Aegis Unmerge. And now she's in overdrive, so you can just override Assassin and Armaya and kill her basically. Potential Blade of Light You, which will kill some people. And with Olivia, Bounty Hunter up with Esser. Please die. Okay. So anyways, okay, she's dead. So what do we got? Yeah, she's one of those bosses where she's the first boss I will say most players will encounter where knowing how the mechanic works is actually pretty paramount to beating her. Otherwise, you're going to spend all goddamn day trying to beat through her Aegis Merge, and that's a bad idea. So Celeste Omega, probably the toughest of these ones. There's no FLB Lucifer. Why? Take a Zeus. Can do this on really any team. I'm just going to grab this one. So, maybe I'll put up a link to the guide. If you have trouble with Celeste, there's very specific strategies you can take, like turn-by-turn strategies to like properly negate her abilities. Once you're strong enough, you don't really need to worry about any of that shit. Ongoing theme, basically. You can power through anything once you hit a certain like, delta power. I'm gonna try for the cheeky paralyze. I don't need to, but alright, bye bitch. So yeah, as you can see, like, it doesn't really do anything if you hit her hard enough. If you don't hit her hard enough, she zombifies the cube, and then you can't heal yourself, and then she tries to heal you, but it hurts you, and it's just awful. Also, fun fact, Charlotta, Light Charlotta, better than Lucifer. Controversial opinion, but true. Better than Lucifer. When you hit the point where your grid strong enough, Charlotta is just better than Lucifer. Lucia, sorry. They're not the same character, apparently. Good lore. Lucifer's dead. Lucia is I don't understand how it works with characters that are primals, but also characters. It's weird. Okay, so that's the mega level. But we're not done. As I mentioned, there is the impossible level. So who do we want to do? Because I'm not going to do all these. It's going to take fucking ever. Guess we can do like Impossible Celeste. For the sake of argument. So as you can see, so you can't. All those things can be hosted from Zegan still, except for the Impossibles. Impossibles have to be hosted from here. Actually, what am I saying? I'm gonna do what's it? I'm gonna do Tiamat because I need the stupid crystal. So you need dragon eyes to host this. So here's some dragon eyes. Let's grab Shiva. And then I will go with a warlock. It's a Vegeta skin, but it's warlock. I should switch. Hang on a second. There's a stupid thing I have to do. This was bugging me the other day. It's more efficient for me to have Anilla and Sturm reverse position. It matters mostly on warrior for me, but having it in this position is more ideal for my setup. Okay, so I take Warlock because 3 targets. If you're racing as a Warlock for this, obviously. If you're racing with this team on Tiamat, like you gotta be Warlock to win that race because of the 3 targets thing. In fact, like it's pretty easy for me to just join a random Omega. Not Omega, Impossible as a Warlock and immediately steal gold just because like it's 3 targets, they're all the same element, and plus like fire just bursts for an ungodly amount of damage. I'll help her out. Don't worry about someone catching up to me and stealing my MVP box. Actually, don't really give that much of shit, but it's a video, so, or it's a stream, so I'm gonna... Yeah, Lucifer is not bad. Don't get me wrong. Lucifer, still very strong. Don't be sad to rule Lucifer. At the very least, you get an Eden. But, I was reading the Granblue Fantasy wiki, waiting on characters, and, like, I now saw Lucifer, and, like, yes, widely considered to be the most powerful pull from the leg test. And I'm thinking, like, oh shit, he is. That is so, like, maybe when it came out, but these days Lucifer is like good. He's not like, he's no Shiva, that's for damn sure. He's no Anilla. Okay, so other thing, I got them all. I got Chaser going and Choke going, so all my attacks are hitting everybody and echoing. So now I'll just do a little cheeky Shiva summon. All those sweet numbers. Love it. And here's another pro tip, if they're going to be called that. I actually disable Oogie on this right here, because Choke, the thing that makes it hit everybody, and Chaser for that matter, don't work with Oogies. So it's actually, you lose damage if you Oogie there. It's a big problem with Oogies, actually, that stuff like Echoes and Choke effects don't work on them. So often, like, they'll do less damage. Break Assassin doesn't really help much. Overdrive Assassin doesn't really help Oogies that much compared to autos. Okay. You're gonna do some shit, whatever. Anyways, I called for help here. We'll see if anyone actually comes. Like, Tiamat. For as much as Grimnir is like the most popular one to do, Tiamat, like, no one likes Tiamat for some reason. Someone getting a kill is son of a bitch. Who is losing goddamn CDC? Don't tell me about the zombie plague. Okay. And when you start thinking about possible tier, this is actually where the fights get fairly difficult, obviously because it's HL level. For people, no shame in that, just can get pretty hard. If you can't, like, guarantee MVP, don't worry about it, just request help. The host chest is the one with the best odds for good stuff anyways. Another fun fact. Even the host chest and the MVP chest are the same color. They look exactly the same. The host chest is a better percentage of dropping rewards on almost every fight. And there's the blue chest, some fights that have blue chest that usually has. Look, by all means, you can get the MVP chest, try to get the MVP chest, but it's not nearly as lucrative as the host chest. Because it doesn't cost any materials to get MVP. It's strong. Okay, people are piling in here, so we're gonna finish this thing off faster. You know, it's gonna not drop a crystal. Really fucking needed. Also, I don't know why I did this, because I only did my Grimnears for a day, so I can't demonstrate my Grimnear anyway, but it's fine. Ooh, a Shiva. Someone's got a Shiva. I need to hijack that Shiva. God damn it, stop animating. God damn it. Totally wanted to grab a hold of that Shiva, but I guess I would just die then. Crossing Shiva is like the best feeling in the world. The only thing that feels better than crossing Shiva on a summon is if you're doing like Ultimate Bahamut HL or something, and like you have 2 dead characters and you actually cross someone's Europa and revive them. That feels really good. Did you guys like do more damage? There we go. No, goddamn motherfucking skill seal, I hate you. I'm tired of where I got that tracer from, but the choke from, but Fire's in a really good position these days. I'm it's kinda nice, because Fire was like bad for a long time. Especially Primal Fire. Like, that's why people are like, oh, Magnifire's better. It's not, but Primal Fire definitely was one of the weaker Primal grids for a long time. Like, when your only option was like Crimson Finger. Exaba, Sturm Sword changed that a lot. And then, like, we got Anilla, 5-star, one of the best characters in the game. Shiva, one of the best characters in the game. So it's just really stacked now. And then 5-star Zeta's coming. So excited. Because she's me. She's less me now that I have pink hair instead of blonde hair, but she was me. Okay, so we got crystals. These goddamn wind crystals. I fucking hate these things. You need these crystals of the proper element to host the magnitudes. So let's do one of those. Like I said, we're running through all the dailies today. We're not skipping anything. Now, like I said earlier, and I do favorite these because the goddamn magnitudes are on the other Skydom and it takes like a million clicks to get over there. So I just have them here. So I already hosted my Grimnears because my crew was doing like a train. So I'll just host like an avatar for like, I mean, I'll go fuck myself. I don't have crystal for avatar. Do I have one for Shiva? Okay, we'll do Shiva. I don't need anything for Shiva. We'll do Alexiel. God. You can see my very unimpressive win team. My win team's very, very, very unimpressive. Feels bad. Actually, I finished leveling, you idiots, so maybe I'll just go with this one. So, yeah, these fights, these are considerably harder than the impossibles. If you can't guarantee MVP here, don't worry about it. It's going to be a long time before most people can guarantee MVP here. Like, I can pretty much solo Grimnear on Warrior, not my Fire Warrior, but like, I'm probably going to struggle to do the same here with my win team. And also, I super fucked up. I forgot about stupid battle orders. Licia, like, I wish she were stronger and less of a pain in the ass to use. Because like she casts like battle orders, and then when you use a skill after that, it charges it. And specifically, you need to use the same type of skills. So I used attacks to give her attack orders, but I also fucked up and used some attacks before it. It's a mess. But she is good. She's just really a pain in the ass. She is. I'm not even trying to guarantee MVP here because I don't care. My win team's not like strong enough that this is gonna be something that won't take forever. So let's just call for help. Yeah, pile in. Kill this bitch for me. Can you kill this lovely woman for me? So you know I fully activate attack orders on Licia, but I screwed up the order of the skills because I'm an idiot, and that's 0 damage there. Feels good. In fact, let me just throw up Lexio in case. I don't even know what the triggers here are. I don't want to get my face blown. And yes, if you're trying to race, like just hit refresh after everything. But I usually don't do that when I'm recording, just because it looks ugly as hell. I'm gonna settle for my basic bitch level 3 attack order. It's just so anime. It's like you have Shiva, based on, like, you know, a god, and then Europa. Oh, Europa's based on that, but there is a planet named Europa. And then I don't know who Drimmer is actually either, so maybe, like, Shiva's the only one that's based on a god. But then you have Alexio, who is just an anime character. She's just straight up an anime character. She's like student council president anime character. It's weird. Anyways, so that's the cycle for Omega, and I try and do that every day. It takes a long time, but it's important to do that. Other thing you should do every day, don't know why I'm doing the head bob. See, other Skydom takes so many clicks to get back. Fantagrand. I really wish they would streamline that. There are a bunch of like different tier raids you should do, depending on what you need. I need like 1 more Erictonius, and I can have 2 FOB Erictoniuses, which would finish that for my fire grid. So I'm going to run the Athena Showdown. I usually do it every day. Definitely worth it to host, because you have the best chances off of your MVP chest. In fact, not your MVP chest, your host chest. If you don't want to MVP these, just call for help. Check back in half an hour. I'm gonna go with my cheeky Necromancer team. Low-key meta. It's not low-key meta, but I like it. So, cast Pandemonium. Summon Makula. Cold Cage bitch. Also get charged. Europa's everything. Then we're gonna cast. See, we're full charge now, so we're Moon Shadow. We'll be full MP. I'll cast Cat Spell and then pause the power. And then we just go down. Actually, call for help now, I guess. All that damage. I must be killing some people. It doesn't make for good TV, okay? At least I turn and skip attack or charge attack animations on. My water grid, another one of those grids I really need to work on. It's okay, but definitely could be a lot stronger. Tell ya, Necromancer is the way to go. It's okay. It's better than people give it credit for. Let's just leave it at that. Can I cross that Did I cross that? Is that Bonita? I thought Bonita was supposed to give you full charge bar. Is that crazy? Was that not Bonita? Pretty sure that was Bonita. I don't know. Okay, so I'm in position of Moon Shadow again, which I will do to keep my MP up. Because she has put negative charge bar on me, because she is a fucking jerk. But even with the negative charge bar, I'm pretty sure I can keep casting. Oh my god, I'm feeling like a wet noodle right now. It's upsetting me greatly. It's your shot in the dark. Did not mean to hit switcheroo. Keep fat finger. Sorry. Don't call me that. Okay, now I'm gonna hit refresh because that person's catching up to me. And I don't want to lose my MVP. The next turn I can Moon Shadow and pause a power. Lunatic Broom, super important Necromancer, because it is part of the engine that lets you keep Cat's Meow up. If you don't have that, it's really hard to keep Cat's Meow up forever. Because it gives you MP back when you need. Oh my god. Stop with the animations. Okay, so let's Moon Shadow, get our shit back, Pandemonium, and then we'll pause power. Don't have Cat's Meow because I already have Cat's Meow. It's never fallen off in this whole fight. The Clash Champion weapons I find are becoming more and more central for a lot of the classes. Like I don't play Runeslayer very much, but from what I hear, you really do need to make the Clash Champion weapon for that to be consistent. I imagine Gunslinger is going to be the same way with Never Shot. Whatever the Never Shot up is. Though, the X2 Gunslinger, whenever that happens. I really wish they would let you Clash change, or element change the Clash Champion weapons, instead of having to make a whole fucking new one. It's so annoying, you have to make a new one. Hello, can you die, please? Did you just die? Ah yes, water. Bajillion HP. You can get stats like 15,000, not die. Okay, hashtag. But yeah, like I say, you can only get Erectonius from Athena. Your best chance to get it is from a host chest. So in theory, you should always try to run this every day if this is what you need. Other things are important, which, damn you, Athena, give me my spear. Other things that are important to host daily, if you've got the mats for it, stuff like Bahamut, especially Grand Order, you can host it twice a day. You're guaranteed 1 silver centrum per host. You could also get one from a chest, making 2, and then you can trade the wings for horns, and horns for silver centrums, 3 a month. Silver centrums are like one of the biggest gates for making stuff quickly. They're not hard to get, but get them rapidly, pain in the ass. So if you can host Grande, by all means. Other ones that are good, a lot of people like Ancient X-Ax from Twin Elements. You can host that. Just find out what is good for your grid, because a lot of grids, even primal grids, even like premium primal grids, will still use some weapons from these. Another one that's pretty common to host every day, Rose Queen. I don't do this because it takes, I'm not doing it because it takes rainbow prisms, and I'm really low on rainbow prisms. While I mention that though, important thing to do every day. There are a bunch of trades that you can only do once a day, or limited number of times per day. Let's go treasure. Legendary merits. This is, I think, the only reliable way to get a legendary merit. Huge cockblock if you need like 5 legendary merits and you have 0, because that's going to take you 5 days in most cases to get them. So always trade for legendary merit. Try and keep a good stockpile of them. The other one that's annoying was just talking about rainbow prisms. Rainbow prisms, you only get 10 of them. You can only get 10 of them a day through the store. Definitely make this trade every day. Other way you get them is through like dismantling SSR summons or whatnot. That works, but also you have to have summons to dismantle, so much easier to do that. Other things you should do every day. Everyone forgets this. The casino cage. I mean, all the stuff you want. That stuff refreshes on like a monthly cooldown. But soul berries, just grab them. I have almost 5,000, but I have almost 5,000 for a reason. Grab your half elixirs. Grab your animas. If you're wondering how to get chips in casino, best way is to play poker and just keep doubling, max bet, and then keep doubling down until you can't double down anymore. You're going to lose most of the games, but you're going to win enough of them with enough of a margin that it ends up being profitable. That's really the best way to do it. I'm not going to suggest using a bot. In fact, I suggest you do not use a bot. I'm not saying that you're going to get caught. Most people don't. But I'm not going to have that on my head if someone gets caught because they're using a bot to do the casino. Don't cheat. I don't give a shit, actually. It's just, I don't even use Veramate, if you notice, because I don't want to risk getting banned. I'm probably not going to get banned. It's probably like a 0.1% chance of getting banned. But I would be fucking livid if my Granblue Fantasy account got banned, so I don't use any of that shit. Other things do. You have an Arcarum. This is not a daily thing, but you have an Arcarum weekly limit. Always try and hit that weekly limit every week if you can. That might require you to hit EX. If you're trying to get XP for characters, don't fast expedition. I know most people love fast expedition, and I do also, but you don't get all the XP that you would get on characters, because Arcarum, if you haven't noticed, is worth a shit ton of XP if you do all the fights. It's a great way to level a character. What else is there? Daily co-op. Don't forget this one. Because these blue sky crystals, they're another one that's a pain in the ass, just like the rainbow prisms. Let's see. Stage 4, hard or normal. Stage 1, hard or normal. Let's just do this real quick. And they added this a long time ago, so I'm just going to mention in case someone didn't get the memo. You can solo these things. What am I talking about? These co-op quests. You can solo host them now. If you didn't know that, it's usually you actually have to be decently strong to do it. It's for the higher stuff, like the EX stuff. But for the normal and hards, it's not that big a deal. You don't get a support summon if you do it solo, which is the big thing, but I mean, we're just going to Zoe this thing's fucking face off anyway, so... Get out of here. Fuck you. How dare you not die from one Zoe slash. Okay. That's dead. And give me the thing I need. Give me the fucking thing I need. Okay, I got the thing. I need one more of those. And, like, if this seems like a huge list of chores, it is. But I mean, like, most RPGs, you gotta do some grinding to get your stuff strong. It's just the way it is. Granblue is no different. But you put in the work, and you get a very powerful, like, team. It definitely pays off in the long run to make sure you are on top of this stuff. The worst feeling in the world is trying to go make an Eternal, like a Revenant weapon, to gain the Eternal from it, and be like missing, I don't know, fucking Untamed Flames or something, or like Blood Ambers, because you didn't do the Blood Amber quest every single day. That's super annoying. And then trying to catch up on it takes for fucking ever. Okay, so another one comes from, the other thing I need is from one hard, so let's just do Gale of Wings, I guess. Party again. Don't really need to change. Fuck it. We're just doing dark. We're doing dark all the way. Scumbag dark player till the end. Summer Zoe is so broken. If you came this game recently, you might be wondering why the Squin Suit version of Zoe is considered a grand character for Light Fest. She used to be a summer character, but she was so essential for Dark, like you couldn't really play Dark for a long time without her, that they made her a Grand Series character so people could get her outside of summer. And like if you ever want to argue that like MD Dark is bad or like Summer Zoe is overrated, just keep in mind she's the only character they've ever pulled out of like their regular seasonal availability and put into general availability because she was so broken. You might wonder, and I'm sure a lot of people have wondered, why didn't they just nerf her if that were the case? But it's hard to nerf things in gacha games because people get super offended if like something they spend a lot of money on gets nerfed, and that's understandable. So like it's very rare to see a nerf in a gacha game. Old school sliming tactics. I need to actually do a shit ton of this to get Song to, or Toyen to cap for the Guild War, the United fight, which is in 2 weeks. Kill me. I am super pumped though, because this United fight is light advantage. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I had my Season 2 redemption arc and stopped being a dark main and became a light main. And because I'm a light main, I'm super hyped. In fact, let's go take a look at my light grid. Humble brag. Anyways, so like I did the missions for the day. You can use the points to buy shit. But the main reason to do it, blue sky crystal. If you need blue sky crystals in a hurry, you can just join a shit ton of grand orders, but that takes a long time. So just try and do this. This is the easiest blue sky crystal you're gonna get every day. But yeah, light grids. This is what I'm running for. I'm probably not running Berserker, but I just do stack numbers a little bit. This is what I'm running for my light grid. 3 Edens, 2 Gambitines. I want to replace probably one of these Xenokuro swords with an FOB Certificus, but I need 2 Damascus to make that happen before the Guild Wars. So we'll see if that's a thing. I might not be able to pull that one off. Saddest day. Alright, summons. Other thing is I've got Haluel and Maluel, the lesbian angels, with the sub-aura, and they're good. I don't know if I want to spend 3 sunstones on them. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking that one over. We'll see how tryhard I want to go for the United fight. Okay, we talked about a lot of things. Let's talk about one more thing. There are a lot of in addition to all the stuff I talked about, which is fairly basic, there's some hard stuff you probably want to run every day if you can. Tiamat Malice is one of the new ones. Her weapons are really good, and you need the Malice auras from her to summon Akasha. And Akasha gets you Hollow Sky weapons. I'm not going to run Akasha right now because that's probably its own stream or video or something. Akasha's rough. Akasha's real rough. I got my 60 keys, so I'm out. No more Akasha for me. But Tiamat Malice is a 6-man. There's probably going to be a whole cycle of Malices, so you're probably going to want to run all the Malices every day when they become available, because they're probably going to all have good shit. And then you want to run your event stuff every day, depending on what events are up. Not going to talk about that a lot because I haven't actually cleared the cat event. It just started. Okay, so I don't super care about getting MVP here because I'm lazy, but if you do, by all means. I went in as a Spartan because while I do race better on a warrior, team analysis is actually hard enough. I have to do a little bit of shit about what I'm doing, or else I'm going to get my face blown on fire. All that said, go ahead and Shiva, then attack, and then call for help, and then try and cross someone else's Shiva, because people always lead with Shiva on the next turn. And then this one usually doesn't take time. Also, you're doing stuff that's on harder side like this, like Akasha, especially Akasha, Kingdom Malice, whatever, but especially Akasha, that's to do it, if you're North American, that's to do it late in the evening, because that would mean it's when the Japanese players are going to be on. And you want those Japanese players, because they are pretty hardcore, and you stand a much better chance of killing Akasha with a pug by doing that. Nothing against US players, but on average Japanese players are just stronger. So you want to align with their schedules. I guess an easier way to word that, because people might not be US players, but also not Japanese players. Just play when it's prime time for Japanese players, if you're trying to host a hard event. Your life will be much better. Team Mouse though is definitely one of these bosses that will kill you in like a heartbeat if you don't pay attention, because you really need to like phalanx her and maybe she's just really goddamn hard. Kasha is a really weird one. Akasha hits really goddamn hard, that's the main thing. But Kasha also has this weird mechanic where... Oh, Shiva, you came so close to death right there, holy shit. Akasha's thing is, she has this purification buff she puts on herself, and in order to remove it, you have to deal, 30 strikes in one, turn. Can be anything. Like, can be 36 from skills total, or like, you know, combination of skills and attacks, but it has to be one turn, it has to be 30 in order to break that, or else she'll kill you. She'll 100% kill. She fucking, like, plane damages your face off. So you might, there's lots of ways to do it. My tech, my strategy for that is, the Caterpillar and Vera character, which is an okay character, but her main thing is like she shoots something like fucking like 16 rockets in one barrage, and then you can reset her rocket attack and shoot 16 more, so she can just break. She can solo break Akasha's like purification thing just by herself. I guess that's what solo break means. So that works really well, and that's what I do. But you can, there's other ways to do it. I actually have her in like my light team, just hanging out for that exact reason in the back row, for specifically that part of Akasha. There's gotta be a better way to do it, but that's how I live my life. Oh man. Would you fucking die? Would you people do some damage? All you people. How low are you guys? You're level 132 ass in here with a bandit tycoon. Fucking... that person gives no fucks. They aren't even trying to pretend they're being helpful. That is brazen. Yeah, thanks for the bounty hunter. Get out of here, Jesus. I mean, like, I don't care if people leech. I expect there to be some amount of people leeching if you pub something. But man, when people leech a 6-man, it's like, that is like the highest form of scumbaggery in this. Especially like a more difficult 6-man like Team Malice. Oh, bye, no, I'm sorry. You had so much to live for. Think she does trigger? I don't honestly remember. I'm just gonna assume she does. Better assume she does. Oh, our level 130 got knocked out. What a champion. What a legend. Catapult. You're a hero amongst men. Oh, sweet motherfuck. Okay, maybe the she does have a 50% trigger, and maybe that Athena was like woefully less than I needed to actually get through that. Oh, Jesus, you all. The question really is, do I want to pot for this? Because that's the thing. The reason why Malice is on my daily thing and that thing I make a bigger deal out of is you can actually elixir as many times as you like on this fight. So in theory, you could power through it with elixirs. Don't recommend that. I'm not going to do that. But if you did want to do that, you could. Akasha, on the other hand, you can't. You only get one elixir if you're the host, and no elixirs if you're support. Oh, Teresa. You're living your best life, girl. You can do it. It's not gonna end well. Oh, Teresa, you're not going to win. You can't do 45% before Tiamat kills you. It's not gonna happen. I want to believe in you, but I don't think this will happen. Considering you're almost dead. Let me heal you up. I'll give you your best shot. It's here. Oh no, rest in pepperoni. So I'm gonna leave this here and see how far they get later. But I'm actually gonna end the stream there because I think I've covered everything I wanted to talk about. Let me think real quick. Is there anything other daily that you should do? Well, I'll talk about monthlies real quick. Monthly trades you should do. If you want rings, I don't recommend it, but you can get 3 coronation rings, 3 lineage rings. There's usually better stuff to spend it on, but if you wanted to, you could. That's monthly, definitely worth getting. I already got them, so I can't show you it, but get your gold moon monthly for renown pendants. If you don't do the gacha a lot, then those gold moons are super important because there's not a lot of ways to get them. Other like monthly things, can I even see it? I wonder. It might not show it to me because I've already done it, but you can trade horns. Yeah, okay, it won't show it to me. You can trade like 5 horns for a silver centrum, as I mentioned earlier. Get 3 of them a month. Always get 3 a month. Always. Even if it means like just randomly joining grand orders in order to get feathers. It's a lot of feathers, a lot of random joins, but grand orders pretty easy to join these days. Those silver centrums are precious, so definitely do that. That's all that I can think of that is like super important to do every day. Anyways, I'm gonna stop streaming here. Let me know how you guys like this. It's been a more casual, like Jessica plays her daily stuff and everybody watches kind of thing. Yeah, I had fun. Hope you guys had fun. Just let me know. Check out my Twitch, or sorry, this is my Twitch. Check out my Patreon, my Twitter, all that stuff. Would super appreciate it. I'm actually going to go eat dinner, and then I'll probably be back later to stream Slay the Spire or something, and fail utterly some more at killing the secret boss. We will see. But I will catch you guys later. Bye. Love you.